Okay, today I'm going to focus on the topic of America. Now, there is an America that not anyone in this generation has seen yet, unfortunately. There is an America which is denied to my generation and denied to future generations unless we seize the opportunity to return it to our people. Now, what do I mean by this? There was a time when the best of America was the most of America. Now, of course, a real culture which our veterans fought for is being replaced with multiculturalism. The people our people struggled for is being replaced with illegal immigration. The wealthiness of our country is being replaced with welfare. The health of our country is being replaced with health care. No one takes individual responsibility. Everyone wants something handed to them by some kind of superior government or superior politician. Nobody knows what's good for them anymore. Everyone wants to be told what to do and how to feel. Of course, that is not the America that our veterans fought for. Of course, that is not the America our families and our people struggled for. Of course, that is not the America that I want to live in the future. But it is an America that I am unfortunately an inheritance of, and it's an America that is a destiny for the future of our people. In my opinion, and in my future, I will do everything in my power to replace this inevitability with a different kind of future for our people. Instead of multiculturalism, I will lay the groundwork as much as possible, as much as humanly possible for myself and for those who sacrifice for me. I will lay the groundwork for the future of our country and the future of American nationalism and Western civilization. There's always the predecessor before there is the actual leader. Alexander was not Aristotle. Lenin was not Stalin. What I mean by this is that there always has to be a groundbreaking generation who doesn't actually act within itself, but who provides the groundwork for the future generations who will act. Now, if I have to be the generation which accepts my own inevitability as being multicultural, but who lays the groundwork for a future of nationalism, then so be it. I will humbly recline to that position. But 1,000 years will come, and 1,000 generations will come, and no one would have the right to forgive me if I did not do something to stand up to this nonsense. Nobody would have the right to say, oh, well, he did his best. Oh, well, these generations, they were just symptoms of their time. Nobody has that right. I steadfastly refuse to allow this generation and to allow my country to turn into a multicultural cesspool. You want to see what multiculturalism does to countries? You want to see what diversity does to a people? Look no further than Detroit. Look no further than Compton. Understand that only one culture has created the greatest things our civilization has ever seen. Understand that only one people have created the most. And those are the European people, and those are the European culture. We have but one opportunity to return to the same values which created our country. We have but one opportunity to show the people of our countries that it is not entitlements or promises they should be seeking after, but simply the ability to earn these things themselves. Now, I'm not a fan of people who want promises. And the people who watch my videos and comment on me, they know within them that the fortitude that lives within their bodies and lives within their souls and which drives their every action, they know that that fortitude is what created this country. The people who comment on my videos, the majority of them at least, they understand what it takes not only to create a great country, but to maintain one. They understand that this was not a country given to them by the promises or the entitlements of some politician, but rather through the blood and the sacrifice of those with the will to earn it. And that is what it's going to take in the future. You think that your inheritance and your legacy is going to die with you? No, it continues with me. You veterans who have been hurt, those of you who have died, you have your rights too. And it does not die with you. That will to continue this great country does not die with you. That will to, make something better than what we inherited and to begin with. It doesn't just end with the death of our veterans or the death of our firemen or those best among us. It continues with people like me all across this nation. And though we may be in the minority and though my generation is doing everything within its power to ruin this country and to turn it into something strange and new, something horrible and something, under the whole, term of diversity, under the whole terms of multiculturalism, even though that is a fact and even though it is an inevitability, I owe it to these people to do my best to change that, which is why I'm going to be setting up at my new college Florida Gulf Coast University. I'm going to be setting up the Western Civilization Student Union, or the Student Association for Western Civilization, something along those lines. And that's going to be a club where I will be restoring the culture as much as possible on campus, diverting away from the multiculturalism which is rampant within it, and encourage a single-minded culture and a single-minded people. Now, by single-minded, I don't mean ignorant. By single-minded, I mean at least having the ability to speak English on campus, at least having the ability to understand degeneracy when they see it, and installing certain rules and regulations within on-campus, which are pro-Western and, of course, non-suicidal, like a lot of campuses are nowadays. And I'll be getting as active as possible. I'm going to try to shape the world around me, not necessarily the entire world at first, but certainly the world around me in the beginning. I'm going to do the best I can to reinstall Western values into our Western nation. And that's all I can do. That's all I can say. What can I tell you other than your legacy does not die with you, it continues with me. This nation will forever belong to those with the will to earn it, and I promise to you that I will earn it. God bless. Cheers and peace out.